Hello, I'm Erik Robey.
And I'm Karla Schaffer, and this is Anne Arundel County Week in Review. This week, we'll tell you how to deal with all that debris floating down our rivers from the storms and give you information about a 5K race coming up on the B&A Trail. Making headlines around the county, a new face will be leading the Department of Aging and Disabilities. Well, she's not really a new face. She's actually a very familiar one here in the county. Dr. Baker has announced her retirement effective of October 1st, and replacing her will be Pam Jordan, a longtime county employee who is an expert on the Americans with Disabilities Act. You may recognize Pam as a frequent contributor to Week in Review and in her former role as the land use spokesman for the county. Pam is one of our longest-serving county employees. She participated in a youth in government program in 1979 and studied the Department of Public Works 2 afternoons a week as a non-paid intern for credit, while maintaining a full course load at South River High School. Upon graduation in June of 1979, she took a summer job at the department and worked there every summer and in the afternoons during school year while attending the University of Maryland. She was hired full-time in November of 1984 after earning a degree in marketing. We'll have Pam on the show in the near future to talk about her department. She said her goals are to improve services to senior citizens, reverse stigmas about people with disabilities, and promote all of the great programs Anne Arundel County has to offer its citizens. County Executive Leopold said of the hire, Pam Jordan is the perfect person to take over the department that serves our seniors and people with disabilities because of her passion for helping people and her support of my priority interest in assisting individuals with disabilities.
Speaking of reversing stigmas, one of our biggest annual events is Disability Awareness Day, and it's coming soon. It all takes place on October 29th at Westfield Annapolis Mall starting at 1 p.m. Organizations like to capitalize the word ability in disability because they want able-bodied citizens to know that people with handicaps have much to offer. You'll find information and help on transportation, employment, housing, recreation, access to services for those with disabilities, accessibility, and employer awards will be presented by the county executive. The Disability Awards Day award will be presented to Carolyn Fumey, an advocate for children with disabilities who has dedicated her life to create a network of support and resources for families and educators alike. For more information, go to annearundelcounty.org or call 410-222-4383. TTY users can call via Maryland Relay at 711. Call at least 7 working days in advance if any special accommodations are needed. County Executive Leopold said of the event, "This event grows every year and provides a vital link to people in need of services. People are capable of overcoming huge obstacles to achieve great things, and we want to promote that kind of determination."
Well, the sun finally came out and dried up all the rain, but the cleanup from the hurricanes and tropical storms continues. Several waterfront communities have seen storm debris wash up on their beaches, and County Executive Leopold is teaming up with the Maryland Department of Natural Resources to help out. Starting now, community associations can request dumpsters for community cleanups. The effort is thanks to a $50,000 state grant. To request a dumpster, community association representatives can call 410-222-1795. The units are available for a limited time only. County Executive Leopold said of the program, "We want to help in every way we can to get our beaches cleared of debris, just as we were there during the storms to help rescue people in need and get the roadways cleared. We want to stress that funding for the program is limited and individual homeowners cannot request dumpsters."
Well, that brings up a good point, Karla. This is a great program. If you've been out on the water or you've seen the pictures, a lot of debris out there coming down from the Patapsco, from the Susquehanna, from all over the bay.
Right, because the dams were open, the floodgates were open, so all of that debris is now coming down our way and into the bay.
Right, and it's important to note on this program, too, that it's just for communities, beachfront communities, to clean up their beaches. When they're community beaches, a lot of debris is coming up on those beaches. This gives them the ability to have that resource, that dumpster, that roll-off that's going to be placed in their community for the community to get together and have a little cleanup party at the beach. So we hope a lot of folks will take advantage of that. Well, Karla, there's more Week in Review to come. Take a look at the community calendar for what's happening around your county. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's cold and flu season, and the last thing you want is to be sick or make others sick. So here's what you do to stop germs and stay healthy. Cover your coughs. Wash your hands after sneezing, coughing, or blowing your nose. Wash with warm water and soap for 20 seconds, and then dry. When you can't wash your hands, use an alcohol-based sanitizer. If you do get sick, stay home. Stop germs, stay healthy.
And welcome back, folks. Well, there are a lot of great nonprofit organizations that serve our citizens here in Anne Arundel County. And as we move into the fall months and the cooler months and we get closer to Thanksgiving, we thought it would be fitting to bring Ted Blankenship, the program director, development director from Movable Feast, to our show to talk to us a little bit about what your charity's up to. Ted,
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Now tell us about Movable Feast. We were talking a little bit off camera. You guys have been around for 22 years. You're actually located just north of us in East Baltimore, but you serve a lot of clients down here in Anne Arundel County.
We do. We're, as you said, we're located in East Baltimore. We're a nonprofit, and what we do is we feed people who are homebound, critically ill, living with HIV, breast cancer, and other forms of life-threatening illnesses. We deliver nutritious meals to their home, free. There's no charge for our services, and we deliver in Baltimore City, here in Anne Arundel County, 4 other counties nearby, and then all the counties along Maryland's Eastern Shore.
Well, I know that getting those meals, and you guys serve a lot of clients, as we were talking about earlier. It's got to be a challenge. I mean, getting the volunteers, getting the people, getting the resources in there. What do you find is the greatest challenge?
I would say probably just resource development, whether that's funding to provide the services that we provide, or volunteers to help us provide the services that we provide. We were founded by volunteers who were helping their friends that were sick from AIDS, and they got together and started making meals for them. And 22 years later, we're still run by volunteers. We have a staffed agency, but we couldn't provide the services that we do if it weren't for our wonderful volunteers. Volunteers can come in and do anything in our kitchen, from preparing meals, chopping vegetables, dipping meals into containers, to packaging grocery bags, or they can actually go out and make deliveries to our clients as well. They're a huge help to us, and we really appreciate them.
We know you've had some cuts to your funding this year, so if people do want to get more interested and involved in Movable Feast, how can they volunteer?
Absolutely. You can visit us on the web, which is www.mfeast.org. You can also look for us on Facebook and get in touch. We have a volunteer manager that they can get in touch with. What you would do is you would come in and do an orientation with our volunteer manager, which is just kind of description of the program, history of the organization, and then you can get started. One of the great things about volunteering at Movable Feast is you can make a difference whether you can come in for an hour and package meals in the grocery room, or if you can come in once a week and make deliveries to our clients. No matter what you do, it has an impact and is very helpful to us.
And it seems as though one activity coming up, Dining Out for Life, is an easy way
for
everyone to get involved.
It sure is. Dining Out for Life comes up next Thursday, September 22nd. It takes place at restaurants all across Baltimore and the surrounding counties. It's a great event. It's really easy. All you have to do is go out to mostly dinner. We do have restaurants that participate for breakfast and lunch, but the majority participate for dinner. A minimum of 20% of your bill will be donated to Movable Feast. We have 7 restaurants that are actually donating 50% of their proceeds from that day. So it's Dining Out for Life. We have restaurants here in Anne Arundel County that are participating, such as Papa's, which is a first-year restaurant for us. We're thrilled to have them join us. And also Luna Blue in Annapolis. They've participated for the last several years. Another great restaurant, delicious food. So if you're in the Annapolis area, you could head out to Luna Blue. And we're also really grateful to have a local sponsor for this event here in Anne Arundel County, which is Wilkins Automotive. Dining Out for Life is an international event, which means that it takes place in cities across the country and also in Canada. And Subaru is a national sponsor of the event. So locally, we have Wilkins supporting us, which we're really excited about this year. But it's easy. Just go out to dinner. Know that 20 to 50% of your bill is going to be helping people receive meals that otherwise wouldn't be getting them.
We talk about these people that receive the meals, and 2,000 customers, 2,000 clients a year is on average what you guys are serving here in the Baltimore area. How do you identify these clients? Are they coming to Movable Feast? Are they coming in through referrals?
That's a great question. All of our clients are referred to us. So they'll receive a referral from case manager, from a social worker, from their physician. They meet certain criteria to be on service, income criteria. Our average client's income is about $700 a month, so our clients are living in severe poverty. They also meet health criteria, so they're meeting a certain set of health standards in order to receive service from us, but it's all a referral agency. Now, if someone were to call us just out of the blue and be ill and in need of our services, we would connect them with a referring agent, so then they could get back on service with us.
Sure, that's great. Well, you heard it, folks. The big day, September 22nd.
September 22nd.
This should be a wonderful fundraiser because everybody, if they're like me, they like to eat.
Absolutely.
Like to eat. So, in a lot of great restaurants, I know Papa's, Glen Burnie, that we were actually, I was there this weekend. A wonderful, wonderful restaurant.
Great restaurant.
Good folks up there. Go spend a lot of money, eat a lot of crab cakes out there because they got some good crab cakes. But Ted, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck. And folks, you heard it here. A great nonprofit, a great charity serving our community, and a great way for us to help them out. September 22nd, it's Dining Out for Life right here in Anne Arundel County. A lot of great restaurants supporting that. But we're going to go ahead and take a break. Again, when we come back, there'll be more Week in Review. Stay with us.
I heard about this company dumping toxins in local rivers, and I called their executives to say stop. But they were too busy counting profits while the rivers are being destroyed, birds and fish are dying, and the local kids are getting cancer. So I organized a huge protest, and we actually got the company shut down. But now half the town's unemployed, and the kids are twice as sick since they can't get health care, since their parents lost the insurance they had when they worked for the company who dumped all the toxins in the first place.
And welcome back, folks. In this week's Police Beat, Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy has information on a robbery in Glen Burnie. On September 11, 2011, at approximately 3:45 a.m., officers from the Northern District responded to a report of a robbery at a mobile gas station. Justin.
Thanks, Eric. When officers arrived, they observed an altercation in the doorway of the business. And the investigation determined that a male suspect was attempting to rob the store. He was met with resistance during this struggle from a store clerk. Now, as that struggle ensued, the suspect pulled out a knife, began to stab at the clerk. This caused multiple lacerations. As officers arrived, the suspect fled on foot into the nearby Glen Haven Memorial Cemetery. Officers established a perimeter and spotted the suspect in a wood line on the northern edge of that cemetery. That suspect was immediately taken into custody. The victim was treated and released at Baltimore Washington Medical Center. Now, the suspect from this incident is Joseph Earl Schrump, age 22, of 412 7th Avenue in Glen Burnie. He was charged with attempted second-degree murder, 2 counts of robbery, also first and second-degree assault, along with reckless endangerment. Folks, we're going to move on to our second incident. That one took place on September 11th around 9:53 in the evening. That's when officers from the Western District responded to the Subway restaurant located in the 3400 block of Laurel Fort Meade Road in Laurel for an armed robbery that just took place. As officers arrived on scene, they learned through the investigation that 2 female employees were in the store preparing to close for the night. And that's when 2 male suspects entered. One of them was armed with a gun. The armed suspect demanded money from the business, but the employees were unable to comply. As a result, both suspects removed an undisclosed amount of money from the employees' purses before fleeing the rear door of the restaurant. Several officers and a K-9 unit canvassed the area, but were unable to locate those suspects. Suspect number 1 is being described as a black male, pretty tall with a thin build, last seen wearing all black clothing, including black gloves and a black ski mask. Suspect number 2 in this incident is a black male about 6 feet tall with an average build, last seen wearing all black clothing, black gloves, and a black ski mask. Now, folks, as always, if you have any information on any crimes or suspects mentioned on the show, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers hotline. The number is available 24 hours a day, toll-free. That number, you should know it by now, 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. Your second option, text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637, or visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. As always, phone calls are not recorded and callers remain anonymous. You may be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000. Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Justin. We're glad the clerk of the gas station recovered from the attack, and hopefully the assailants will be brought to justice soon.
This week, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to 1,813 calls for service. This included more than 1,111 emergency medical calls and 146 fire calls. 2 people were injured in separate accidents at the same location on a popular South County roadway. With us now to tell us more about these incidents is Division Chief Michael Cox of the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. Chief?
Thanks, Karla. The torrential rains we experienced last week in the county caused damage to some area roadways. This was especially true on a section of Patuxent River Road near Queen Anne Bridge Road in the Davisonville area of the county. The problems were discovered early on Thursday, September 8th, when county firefighters responded to a reported motor vehicle collision around 4:30 a.m. In this case, the first responding units reported that a car had driven into a washed-out area of the roadway, trapping the driver in the vehicle. The driver, a middle-aged female, suffered minor injuries and was transported to Anne Arundel Medical Center in Annapolis, where she was treated for her injuries. In a second incident, firefighters were again called out to the washed-out section of the roadway around 7:30 a.m. on Monday, September 12th. The first arriving units in this case reported that another vehicle had driven into the sinkhole, injuring and trapping the driver. The patient in this case received serious but non-life-threatening injuries and was transported via state police helicopter to the University of Maryland's R. Adams Cowley Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore. In both cases, firefighters utilized specialized rescue tools to stabilize the vehicles to enable crews to perform rapid extrications of both patients who were trapped in the sinkhole. Karla?
Thanks, Chief. Fire officials advised that the cause of the first incident was weather-related, and the second incident remains under investigation. The roadway was blocked after the first incident, but it appeared as though the barricades may have been unknowingly moved during the second incident.
In this week's Community Spotlight, our own Mark Chang joins us from a dry Glen Burnie with a special event coming up on the B&A Trail. Mark.
Thanks. I'm over here in downtown Glen Burnie, right on the B&A Trail near the Carnival grounds of the Glen Burnie Improvement Association, and with me today I have Rick Biagiotti, who is the race chair of the upcoming 4th annual Glen Burnie Improvement Association 5K run and 1 mile walk, and I also have committee member Miss Candy Fonts, who is also going to be talking about the health and wellness part of this event. Rick, first of all, could you tell the folks out there why GBIA is going to be doing this event?
Hi, Mark. Yes, thanks for letting us come out here and talk about the GBI 5K and 1 mile of fun walk. Started 4 years ago in conjunction with the 100th anniversary of the Glen Burnie Improvement Association. They started in 1908, promoting betterment for the community of Glen Burnie by improving some sidewalks and doing things that were better for the community. In conjunction with the 100th birthday, there was a year-long events to commemorate the centennial celebration, and one of the events that we did was a 5K, and the purpose of the 5K was to promote some wellness for the citizens in the area, and for those who are acting a little more healthier lifestyle and an activity that you can do in the local area. There were no 5Ks in the Glen Burnie area, so it looked like a pretty good venue to start one along the B&A Trail.
Okay, great. With the 5K right around the corner, what day is it? What time do people need to get here?
Yeah, some of the details, Mark. It's October the 8th. It starts at 9 o'clock. The cost for 5K runners is $15 to run. If you get it into us by September 29th, it's $15. After that, it jumps up to $20. To walk the race or walk the event, it's $8 for walkers up to the 29th, and then after that it's $12. And with that, you'll get a commemorative long sleeve white T-shirt with a logo on it, commemorating the race date, and you finish the race.
Okay, great. And 5K should not intimidate anyone. What's that, about 3.2 miles?
Yep, about a little over 3 miles, and it's on the B&A Trail. It starts right here at the Carnival ground. It heads south. It turns around at Norfolk Road and it comes right on back. It'll be chip timed. It's a fast, flat course. We have plenty of giveaways, door prizes. We have age appropriate prizes and trophies to give away. And it's a chip timed race. So you just show up with your disposable chip on, run the event, and you're in here and get some good Saturday morning healthy activities in.
Well, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much. And like you said, there's also the 1 mile fun walk. So, whatever running or walking, people can just come out here and have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Bring the family out, bring the strollers out, bring the kids out. The last couple of years, it was very nice to see the community come together and just enjoy a Sunday morning, Saturday morning on the trail.
Okay, great. Thanks very much, Rick. Good to see you, Miss Candy, as always.
You too.
Could you tell the folks out there about the health and wellness part of this?
Sure. Similar, or in conjunction actually with what Rick said, we're trying to do something to promote some health and healthy living styles within the community. So we've partnered with the community college, their nutrition department. We have massage therapy coming that'll be on hand that day. We'll have a lot of different participants that will be able to provide everybody, whether it's someone that's participating in the race or someone else that's just coming around, with just some different ideas on different ways that they can live in a healthy way. One of the big things that we have is Anne Arundel County, the health department will be providing free flu shots that day from 9 to 11. And they're recommended for anybody over 6 months old. And they are not charging, but they are asking, if you can make a donation, it's always appreciated.
Great. With flu season just right around the corner, this is a great opportunity for folks to get their flu shots in the area. And thanks to GBIS or the Anne Arundel County Health Department for doing that. And when they come, do they need anything special or anything?
No, as far as I know, they're asking that they wear short sleeves, if possible, or something that's a loose sleeve so it's easy to move up so that they can administer the shot. And it's as simple as that.
Okay, and I understand also for the seniors, there might be a little extra higher vaccination for them.
Exactly. They're saying that for the senior community, they do have the higher dose available.
Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot, Miss Candy, for all that you do out here. And folks, you heard it. So it's coming up on Saturday, October 8th, the Glen Burnie Improvement Association's 4th annual 5K run and also the 1 mile walk. And so come on out here, get your tennis shoes all laced up and come out and join these great folks out here. And for more information, you can check out www.gbia.org or you can call the office at 410-766-6760. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. Well, what a great way to get out and exercise and have a lot of fun while you're doing it.
This week, Mary Felter is at one of our busiest senior centers, the Pascal Senior Center in Glen Burnie. She has some information about Women's Health and Fitness Day. Mary?
Thank you, Karla. September 28th is going to be Women's Health and Fitness Day at the Pascal Senior Center. It's going to start in the morning and go to about noontime, and I wanted to therefore bring Nancy Allred, who's the center director right here on my right, and Dee Taylor, who is helping her on planning all this program, and have them tell us a little bit about the day. Nancy, tell me, why are you having this event?
Well, September is Senior Center Month, and the last week of the month is Active Aging Week, and Wednesday, September the 28th, is Women's Health and Fitness Month. And so we wanted to invite the public to come into the center and see what we have to offer. We have quite a variety of programs, and our goal is to help promote wellness and fitness with older adults here in Anne Arundel County.
And Dee, why did you all decide to start off with this fitness walk? What exactly is that?
Well, it's to help seniors promote, obviously, their health, women in particular, and we're going to start the event off at 8:15 on the BWI Trail, which is right behind the center, and then the rest of the morning we'll have other activities and displays and informational booths and things like that for people to take advantage of.
And I understand you're going to have a couple of Ask a Professional. Which sort of professionals are we having here?
As part of the day, part of the morning, we're going to have Ask a Nutritionist and Ask a Pharmacist and balance testing. And so people will be able to, if they have questions about their diet or what prescription drugs they take or over-the-counter medications, any questions, concerns they have, they'll actually be able to talk one-on-one with a professional.
And Dee, I wanted to ask you, can you tell me what some of the displays are? I know that you've been arranging those with people. What kind of displays are planned?
Well, as Nancy said, we'll have the balance testing. We'll have blood pressure testing, which is very important for seniors, especially since the ones that don't know that they have high blood pressure could be, evaluated and may need medication for it. There'll be other informational displays from other vendors and exhibitors also.
I understand you have even the North County Chamber of Commerce is going to come, and you have a doctor that's coming, Dr. Kaiser, is it Robertson? Right. Yes. He's chief of urology at Harbor Hospital, and he's going to talk about a topic that I understand a lot of women are nervous about but need to know, and that is about female incontinence. And as you get older, sometimes there's some problems, and so I understand he's well-liked and is qualified to discuss that. So
very much so. We're really excited to have him here. And as you said, it's a kind of a taboo subject. Women in particular, don't like to talk about. And I think this is a great way to provide that information for the people, who might be having those issues.
Nancy, is there any charge to come to this event?
No, there is no charge. However, we are going to be offering a box lunch, and if people want to participate in, take advantage of the box lunch, they do need to reserve that in advance, and they can do that by calling the center. We can connect them up with our nutrition program. We also will have displays from the Baltimore-Washington Medical Center, Harbor Hospital, Maryland Safe Defense, and we'll have representatives from our own Department of Aging that will be here to share resources available through the Department of Aging and community resources, as well as a representative to talk about advanced directives.
I understand if a person comes and they attend at least 4 of the sessions in the morning, they're going to become eligible for some prizes. So you've got door prizes going to be drawn?
That's correct. If people, we're going to have some demonstrations, some fitness demonstrations. We're going to have a Caliente dance exercise program and a chair fitness program, as well as the presentations, the displays, and so people who participate in the different activities, at least 4 or more activities, they'll be eligible to win door prizes, yes.
Well, we're looking forward to welcoming the public to attend this event, and thank you very much for putting it on, and we really appreciate both of you coming in today here at the center, which is located at 125 Dorsey Road right here in Glen Burnie. We'd be delighted for you to come by, and that phone number, if you want answers, is
410-222-6680.
Thanks so much, ladies, for being on the program. This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer with the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities, and I'm here for a week in review. Back to you, Karla.
Thanks, Mary. We're really lucky to have so many great programs to offer our seniors.
For this week's Recreation and Park Spotlight, our own Carolyn Ryan heads to Brooklyn Park Middle School to see what's new with the gymnastics program. Carolyn.
Thanks, Erik. We're here at Brooklyn Park Middle School with the gymnastics program. We have gymnastics classes for pretty much all ages of children, from your very young 24-month to 36-month kids who participate in a parent and child class. That's our Munchkins in Motion. We have tumble tots for kids ages 3 to 5. And then we have classes, beginner classes, advanced beginner classes, intermediate classes for kids ages 6 and up. And Brooklyn Park is only one of our gymnastics sites. We have gymnastics at Crofton Meadows, we have gymnastics at Rivera Beach, Broadneck, and South County Rec Center for those of you in the southern part of the county. The classes run for 8 weeks, and they're just getting started now, so there's still time to sign up. You can go to our website, www.aacounty.org/recparks, or call us at 410-222-7313 for more information or to register. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. Well, kids love gymnastics, having a lot of fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of kids, you know, I was thinking, Karla, and it's dangerous when I'm thinking because you never know what I'm going to come up with. But I was thinking back to when we were kids, long time ago, and the cartoons, how they've changed. I mean, now you've got Dora the Explorer, you've got the Fresh Beat Band, you've got Max and Ruby, you've got all these different cartoons.
But you know what? Some of our cartoons are making a comeback too, though.
Really?
You know, you kind of see like the Transformers. There's a Transformers movie or multiple Transformers movies. I see My Little Ponies sometimes, and, you know.
But where's He-Man?
I don't know.
Where's G.I. Joe?
There was a G.I. Joe movie, wasn't there?
I think there was.
Yeah, see?
But those are all the boy cartoons. Where's the Flintstones? I mean, the Flintstones, that's a real, that's cartoon, Bugs Bunny
that was a good
and those
cartoon,
guys.
the Flintstones and the Jetsons.
Not around anymore. Well, you know, I just think about that. But thinking about shows and TV shows, it is the fall season, so we got a lot of new shows coming out. Anything you're looking forward to, besides Week in Review?
Oh, yeah, that's the one show I always watch. I don't know if I have any new shows. I like Mad Men, but that's not coming on until the wintertime.
Why is that not coming until the winter?
I don't know.
It didn't make the fall lineup.
It's one of no, I think they were delayed because of some contracts and things like that.
I've seen it this year that there's just really not that show that everybody's getting excited about, that they're really hyping up. It's just not out there. There's a couple good ones coming on, a couple new ones coming back. This 2.5 Men, they're going to have a new
Ashton
Charlie
Kutcher
Sheen
now instead of Charlie Sheen.
How do you bring him into that show?
Well, they said that he's going to be a different character, so he's not really replacing Charlie Sheen. I think Charlie Sheen dies. Somehow.
Okay.
So,
He'll be back because he's on top. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archive episodes are available at blip.tv and on YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around your county. We'll see you next time.